What is up, fam? Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Daniel, and today we're going to be talking about why real faith always acts. Faith. What is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So I want to start there, and then we're going to jump right into the text. So our text today is going to be James 2:14 through 17. And it reads, "What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith, but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, keep warm and well fed,' but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." So this verse, James 2:17, is probably one of the most debated, I would say, verses when it comes to like theologians and stuff. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to get into what is the text talking about. And so we know James, the brother of Jesus, he's talking to Jewish Christians who are scattered outside of Israel. So what does that mean? That means these are the 12 tribes. So just imagine what they're going through. Imagine where their faith lies. Like, they just went from being in captivity. They just went from idols and pigs and all these different things to like now accessing their faith. But what he's telling them is that without action, this is dead. So James is tackling faith without an action. And if you look on in the later verses, he uses examples like Abraham and Rahab to argue that genuine faith will always produce good works. Let's just go to the text and see what it says. So in verse 21, he says, "Was not our father Abraham considered righteous for what he did when he offered his son Isaac on the altar? You see that his faith and his actions were working together." So what James is telling us here, that faith and works are inseparable. True faith will naturally always result in righteous living. And I know sometimes people can think, oh, well, this contradicts what the Apostle Paul is saying about justification of faith. But what James is saying here is he's making it very clear that true and real faith will manifest in a changed life. So I want you guys to walk away from this Devo realizing that faith without obedience is lifeless or inactive or ineffective. That's what the text is saying. Faith without obedience is lifeless, ineffective, dead, whatever word you want to put there. But this verse, while often discussed by like theologians and different things like that, it's on the balance between faith and works in the Christian life. It's about authenticity, not earning salvation. Works are evidence, but not the basis of faith. Just want to make that clear. Let me go ahead and repeat that one more time. This is about authenticity, not earning salvation. Works are evidence, not the basis of faith. So he is not contradicting what the Apostle Paul's message was. He's actually complementing it if you want to go ahead and further read the text on your own. But let me tell you a quick story about my wife and I. So about a year ago, I know I talk a lot about my wife, but that's because I love her. And that's because I want you guys to know who I am as a person. But about a year ago, we walked away from everything that we loved and everything that we knew, and we took a step of faith and obedience. We heard the Lord speak, and the Lord was like, "If you love me and trust me, are you willing to give up everything for me?" And we did that. We both were on ministry, we both were on staff, and we walked away without a plan, without a direction, without an answer. And while this move tested our faith, it also deepened it. Because while we didn't know what was on the other side of the unknown, we knew who we were walking with, and that was Jesus. And so when it was all said and done, when we were confused and we were unsure about different things, we knew that we believed in the word that was spoken. And in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God and the Word was God. So if all we had was a word spoken, we had everything that we needed. And in the moment it felt hard, in the moment it felt painful. I'm like, we have 4 kids. We have a house, we have all these things, but we would have rather gave all of that up to say that we actually trusted and believed him. Because we all say that we trust and we believe in Jesus until it comes time to actually trusting and believing Jesus. So what James is doing here is he's challenging us with the bold truth that faith that's only spoken and never lived out is not real faith. So I don't know what season of life you're in right now, but I want to remind you that real faith always acts accordingly.